Hi, my name is Brooke Lipman.
And I'm Dr. Deb Lipman.
And this is Wine Together,
A podcast where we drink some wine and have a chat. Because we drink wine like regular people, with food, opinions, and absolutely zero pressure to sound fancy.
So sit back, relax, and get that corkscrew ready.
Salud. Salud. And then, okay, so if you saw the Instagram, you saw that we were drinking a Spanish wine that is not a Rioja. And I have got so much I've got to say about this wine. So I didn't know, I saw the bottle when you brought it in, because I didn't go with you to pick out this bottle. And you had thought, okay, well, yeah, I know, you kind of had a plan about how we were going to prep our dinner, and we were going to get your dad involved on all this. And so, it was going to be a good kind of weekend thing to, drink this bottle of wine. So when I went to open the wine, and I'm sorry ahead of time, you're really going to have to edit this.
Okay.
Because my actual first thought was, holy, this is an awesome wine. And that was just,
holy crap.
I could have. I'm sorry, but I really went, that was the first thing that came to my mind when I actually opened the bottle. That was really my thought. And I thought, I have never opened a bottle of wine ever and had that reaction. Ever, ever, ever. And so I had to wait because dinner wasn't ready. And so, I capped the wine and, I waited. And the anticipation, because it smelled so fragrant when I first opened it. And then the little bit of wine on the bottom of the cork, it just, I honestly wanted to lick the cork. But I didn't. But I did want to lick the bottom of the cork, and I didn't do that. It smelled like, an expensive bottle of wine. And I thought, Brooke knows better than to pay more than 10 francs for a bottle of wine. And then I asked you, I said, how much did you pay for that wine? I don't know, 6 francs. So I told you, we have got to go back and get, I want 3 or 4 more bottles of this wine.
I don't know if there were 3 or 4 more bottles.
Oh man, I really hope so. Because it's so good. Mm-hmm. And then, so, my first, and we'll do a first sip, and then I'll tell you, kind of if my first sip is the same. So, salud again. It's not because we're using the fancy glasses. Mm-hmm. It is very fruit forward. It is very smooth. The tannins are completely matured in this bottle of wine. And I really seriously could just drink this all night.
Okay. I think it tastes a little watery.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
It doesn't have that, it doesn't have that feeling that I like from red wine.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I think that's because of the maturity of it, mm-hmm. which is why I like it. Okay. It's not that I don't like that kind of dry, chalky, something stuck on my tongue, red wine feeling. But this one is just mature and delicious and inexpensive. So I'm just so, and hopefully you guys saw it on, but anyway, it's Señorìo de los, okay, I don't know how to do the double L's in Spanish. It's Llanos. So Llanos. Mm-hmm. So it's a Valdepeñas Reserva 2020. And I'm just so happy with it. But I was also happy with dinner. Mm-hmm. Because it was a simple concept. Mm-hmm. It was a little bit of putting it together. Mm-hmm. So we had a little bit of work to do. It was almost like getting all the puzzle pieces together at the right time. But other than that, it was delicious. Mm-hmm. So what did we do for dinner?
Okay, well, I didn't actually do any research. I just looked on the back of the bottle to see if it had a food pairing, because sometimes they do. Yeah. And it did. It was like I think the food pairing was grilled meats and like stew, and we're like, we're not doing stew.
Yeah.
So,
even though it is still cold here, believe it or not, still cold here.
And so anyway, we did like a hoagie on the grill.
Yes.
It was really good. It was grilled chicken and cheese. And
yeah, we did a cheddar,
veggies.
and that saltiness of the cheddar when it melted, it was so good with this one, and the grilled chicken. Because we just did a simple, basic grilled chicken, which was, we tossed it in salt, pepper, garlic, and olive oil, and then grilled it. Very simple, but it grilled so nice. It was so tender, and then it was just completely wrapped in that cheddar cheese because, once we we grilled the loaf open face, and then we had grilled the chicken separate. But once I got the loaf grilled, I brought it back inside and shredded the cheddar all over it.
It's time to be real.
Now, should you?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. No, we got it on time.
Okay. And so back to grilling. So, we had grilled the bread, we grilled the chicken. I shredded all that cheddar on both sides of the loaf. And then we took the cooked chicken and layered it on that shredded cheddar. I closed the loaf up, double wrapped it in foil, and stuck it back on the grill. I think it wouldn't have hurt to have a little more time on the grill.
Yeah.
Because it would have been great if the cheese were completely melted. But,
we were running behind.
We were running behind. It's still cold outside, so it's hard to get the grill.
I think it was also so windy.
Cold. Yeah, it was cold and windy, and so, it just was, we were having a hard time getting the grill to, stay heated. But it's okay. We know we'll do it again, and it just worked out so lovely. And then to taste the wine with that grilled chicken, with that creamy cheddar cheese, it was good. And you added, so we had these grilled veggies, or Brooke just had fresh veggies on yours. And so you had the pretty red and yellow peppers, the red and white onions, and then you added honey mustard. And I'm so glad you did, because then I did.
So good.
And but I had the grilled veggies on mine.
Yeah, the sweet mustard also might be good on it.
Yes, I think that it would be. It was so delicious, and I love this wine. I really want to get more bottles of this wine for at home. I do. I think that it would be fantastic. So I don't know. What do you think? What else could we pair this wine with?
Like food wise? I mean, honestly, you could do a lot of things. I mean, that, the stew that I made for that Rioja that one time, it would be really good with that.
Wow,
the chorizo.
Yes.
I think it would be really good with chorizo because it doesn't have, like, the tannins on it. Like, something spicier.
Yes, I agree. Some spicy would be really good with this one.
Or like an actual Philly cheesesteak. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yes,
it was like,
you
it would be
did.
good with a Philly cheesesteak.
It would be good with a
think
Philly
so,
cheesesteak. It, and that was
what is it they say? Whiz whiz? Is that
maybe
when you want the? There's like a
because it is a
term.
cheese whiz.
Yeah, but there's a term for when you want whiz on it.
Okay. Oh, I don't know because I've never. Okay, so I've been to the train station and the airport in Philadelphia.
I've only been to the train station.
I did not. Okay, so with the train station, beautiful train station, by the way. Beautiful, old. I love it. However, there's not a lot of choices for food there.
No.
And, it certainly wasn't, like, it ain't Penn Station in New York.
No.
But anyway, the Philadelphia train station is absolutely lovely. The people were lovely, but there wasn't a lot of choice for food. And so I didn't, but now when I went to the Philadelphia airport, I had never had a Philly cheesesteak from Philadelphia. And so I told your dad, I said, I want a Philly cheesesteak. I want, the original one. He had, he's been to Philadelphia and other parts of Pennsylvania lots of times. So he knows, how to order this. And so we actually went to this, I don't remember if it might have been an Irish pub or something. But anyway, they promised that they had, the original Philly cheesesteak. And so I wasn't blown away by it.
Yeah,
I wasn't like, oh my gosh, but it would be good with this wine.
Yeah,
I had beer.
yeah.
I had beer when
I think you probably have to go to an actual hoagie shop to get a traditional. But
Yeah.
I've never had a Philly cheesesteak at all, so.
Yeah. Well, so you were probably we used to make them all the time before you came along.
Well, they were in the frozen boxes, right?
Yes, the little boxes, the little thin
Yeah.
steaks in the box. Did you ever eat one?
No.
Oh, you never ate one. Probably because it was red meat.
Yeah.
But I would make you chicken
Mhm.
cheesesteaks. I would get you the chicken
Mhm.
pieces. And so you've had a chicken cheesesteak.
Yeah.
But you don't like the cooked veggies. So, and then at the time you weren't really eating onions, when you were younger.
Yeah.
So you would eat the green peppers or red peppers or whatever peppers we had. You would eat the peppers separate. But, you would eat the chicken cheesesteak. Because, you like the bread. You like the cheese, melted cheese. But, yeah, you just weren't into the onions at the time. But, now, we talked about, maybe a steak or something. And I thought, I really want grilled chicken. And I knew we were going to, kind of fire up the grill. Gosh, is this the first time we've done the grill this season?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
year.
this year. So first time we fired up the grill this year.
Pretty sure.
What a great first time on the grill. Okay. It was excellent, And I just noticed how weird I look with this glass right under my chin. So I'm going to make that. I sat there the whole time doing it. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Excellent plan. It was executed well. I don't know what else to say. I really want to talk more about this wine, but I don't know enough about it to kind of, say more. It wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting more spice because I was thinking Spanish wine. Of course, my only experience with Spanish wine, I think, is the Riojas.
Yeah.
And they have that spice, and they have that, and this does not have that, but I love it. I love the Rioja for what it is, but I really like this one for what it is. And I love knowing that it's, from Spain, but tastes so different.
Yeah.
So,
we'll have to try some
quite an
other
interesting thing.
non-Riojas from Spain.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really interested to see if there's a white or a rosé from Spain that we can find. I would love that for summer. Because
Denner has them in the region orders. So they have the Swiss separate from the Spain, separate from the French, from the Italian. Yeah.
And we're really pushing Denner, aren't we?
Yeah.
Our last one.
I know, they should sponsor us.
They absolutely should, because we're there buying a lot of wine. It's not just the wine; we also buy our liquor there.
Sometimes we buy other stuff too.
We do. We do. Oh my goodness, their ice cream is so inexpensive at Denner. So yeah, we buy the ice cream there. And it's so funny because the ice cream is actually, well, we don't say gallon. It's actually 2 full liters of ice cream, which you don't see, anywhere. Like in the U.S., you'd say half gallon, but they don't even do that anymore. I don't even think they make a half gallon in the U.S. anymore. But this would be the equivalent of a half gallon, and it's still 2 liters. And for $3.50 vanilla ice cream.
You know the big circle plastic tubs of ice cream from the U.S.? We used to get those in kindergarten for ice cream day. They would bring in the...
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Since we're going to talk about ice cream in the U.S. The round tub, there's one Yingling, the beer maker. Yingling Black and Tan ice cream.
Ooh.
It's so good. Now, I like the beer. I like the Black and Tan beer. But I love the Black and Tan ice cream. It's so good. So, when we visit the U.S., we're definitely going to have to get some Yingling Black and Tan.
We'll have to do, that should be a pairing. Do the Yingling beer with the ice cream and see how it tastes together.
Oh, that's a good idea. What a good
That'll
idea.
Be an episode.
That'll be a great episode, yeah. And we'll probably be filming it from, oh my gosh, North Carolina.
I don't know how we're going to bring the audio stuff.
Oh my!
I don't think that's gonna happen. The audio might sound a little bit weird, but I think
we can still do it. But it just won't. It may not be as loud. Maybe I don't know. That'll be the difference.
Volume won't be the difference.
Okay.
quality is probably more going to be the issue. But I think it'll be better if we just don't use microphones.
I think so.
Because last time, yeah, I think we can figure it out.
I think so. Especially to do the black and tan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that. And, you know, I'm really sorry that we're cutting this so short, but I didn't have enough, research ahead of time on this wine. And, yeah, you know, I'm getting ready to
busy times.
Do things, and you've got a lot of busy stuff coming up, and so, yeah, we're, you know, our brains just aren't, we're sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're busy. But, you know, it was a lot of fun. I want you to say at least something else about the food. Tell me about this bread.
It was really good. I don't know what bread you got. I wasn't there when you got it.
And also how I cooked it as a surprise.
Oh, I mean, I liked it.
I don't know if I should tell you.
It was nice and crispy. I wish I had gotten a middle piece instead of the end piece.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Even the second one you got was?
It was end piece, yeah.
I'm sorry. You should have done the middle. Well,
you cut it for me.
No, the second one I didn't.
Well, I had to cut it the other way because it wasn't enough to cut it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have gone a middle.
I did a small little, and I love the end piece, but you know we had to get that photo.
Well, why didn't you just take that one?
I don't know, because I didn't want raw veggies on it.
You didn't have to put the raw veggies on it.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, next time I'll figure it out better. But I actually sliced that bread open and spread Duke's mayonnaise on it and laid it flat on the grill,
that was good.
open face, and grilled the Duke's mayonnaise and bread so that it was kind of almost a little charred, but not much at all. I mean, it was just like barely fire kissed. And yeah, that was my instead of butter.
Yeah, it was really good.
I did Duke's mayonnaise, and it was so good. And I don't remember who taught me to do that, but somebody taught me to do that. So if you happen to be listening, remind me.
I think butter would have made it too. Like you would have tasted the butter.
I think so too, because this, it just kind of kept the bread soft. It gave it a sweet flavor, and then it just kind of blended so well with that shredded cheddar. But which is weird because it was mayo, but the mayo with the cheddar melted kind of tasted buttery. So which is, it was, and I will say the cheddar was perfect, and the cheddar was really great with this red wine. Like I can see this one, you know, at a party when you're just doing apéro or something like that with blocks of cheddar, you know, drizzle, you know, on your little toothpicks. This would be excellent, and especially if we had the sweet yellow peppers, you know, kind of in the mix. I think this wine would go perfect at a party when you're just walking around eating cheese and meat and sweet peppers.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we'll do next with this wine. I'm not sure, but it works for me.
Is that it?
I think so.
Okay. Sorry. We'll be back next week with a new bottle of wine and a new topic. In the meantime, if you want to join the conversation, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Wine Together Pod. Join our Facebook group, Wine Together Podcast, and if you don't want to miss out on our regular weekly episodes along with all of our bonus content, you can find us wherever you get your podcasts, as well as liking, subscribing, and commenting on our YouTube, Wine Together Podcast.